legacy that's long. That's the legend of the Armstrongs. Questions get answered, oh, you didn't know? Let's start the show.
Welcome back to the show. It's Road Dogg and Cassio, and you're watching a version of
We Can't Have Nothing Nice. Oh, sorry. Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah, they're listening to Oh You Didn't Know with Mr. Brian Road Dogg James.
That's
How
affirmative.
are you, sir?
I am finer than frog's hair. If there were
Any better, I'd be twins. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say that, but you beat me to it.
I know you were.
So I'm not going to say that now.
What do you got?
I'll just say I'm doing well.
Better than I deserve. I love all the old Southern sayings. You can't get away from them.
I'm guilty as charged.
Me too. Hey, especially if you go in a gas station and they got one of them hot food sections, they'll hit you with all those.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking too. Me and two guys are going to bump into each other.
Oh, excuse me, how you doing? No, I'm not any better than that. I'm a twin. You getting them steak fries? Oh. You ain't here before.
I've been shot. I've been shot in the ribs. Whew.
We are rocking and rolling.
We're doing something. We're doing something.
An Ask Dogg episode that we're going to get to. We're going to get to your questions about anything you want.
These excite me and terrify me. Like a lot of the Kama Sutra, but we'll get to that.
Well, let's get it cranking. We never know how it's going to start and what it's going to be, but it puts us in a good mood. Let's get the meme of the week. We don't know what it's going to be. Producer DomDomTheBomb.com.
Dom.
When you're dropping a deuce in your ex's yard and the ring camera light turns on. And it appears as though somebody put Bruce Pritchard's
Dingo
face
Warrior?
on. I think it's Bruce Pritchard.
No.
Look at that face. That kind of looks like Bruce Pritchard.
That's the Dingo Warrior.
It is.
He's of the Dingo Warrior fame.
He's the Dungo Warrior. In that picture.
That was so easzy yet so funny.
It was right there.
It was right there. I love it. I love comedy.
We are also debuting a new segment on the show today.
What? You guys didn't pass this by me.
It was actually your idea.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it was your idea.
Good stuff.
We are reluctantly doing it on this show.
Oh, so you guys didn't want to do this.
We heard we got an awesome graphic and everything, so here's what we're going to do. We don't know how often. Not going to be every show, but we don't know if it's going to be monthly or breaking off into its own
maybe biannually.
Episode. What's that? Every 2 years?
Biannually.
Yeah.
What did I say? Oh, I'm a mess. First day with the new tongue.
Is it hot in here? I'm 100 pounds overweight. Good gracious. I think my Dayquil's taking over. Okay. Oh.
I think I'm going to have an event. We're having a live event.
We got to get some paddles at your studio.
Did you say, let me just back this truck up a bit.
What's that?
Did you say, is it hot in here?
Or am I 100 pounds
That
overweight?
is the funniest thing I think I've ever heard in my
life.
Because I'm
sweating. I'm sweating. All right.
I get it. I'm sweaty too. That's why I never wear this shirt anywhere, because I'd sweat right through this gray, but you can't see my underarm pits. So
Sweat Through the Gray. I think that's a Coldplay album, I believe.
It is Sweat Through the Gray.
Sweat Through the Gray, one of their best ones ever.
And then Sleep in the Orange, I think, is a backup singer's album, LP.
That's Zach Bryan.
Yeah, Zac Efron.
Zach Bryan did something in the orange.
Zac Efron is if Zach Wilde and Brian Efron had a baby. It'd be Zac Efron. Yeah, I went a long way for that. Sorry, Meanie. Sorry I drug your name through the mud for that joke.
He's the guy that's playing the wrestling movie in the wrestling movie. Have you seen the trailer for that?
I have not seen the trailer, but I've seen him. Oh. He looks incredible.
The trailer looks amazing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, you got to watch the trailer. We got to get to that. The Von Erich movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm excited about it. So other than that, I'm doing great.
Are we still on Baby Goat Watch?
Just got calf implants.
Really?
No.
Did you go up a size or did you get
No. I had a reduction. I had a calf reduction.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know if
they were bulbous last time I saw them.
I don't know if you've seen these bad boys, but whew, they'll get you.
I wanted to brand them. Them calves are so big.
They're suing me for non-support.
I'm gonna start coughing.
Lord. It's okay. Did you see the size of his eyes? They but you kind of get a buzz there.
That was productive.
After you cough, you kind of got lightheaded for a second, like you're high.
Yeah, it looks like a disco ball in here right now.
Inside my head.
A lot of flitters and flutters.
For a minute, you were a gopher.
All right, here we go. Are we ready for our new deal?
No, right now? You want to do it this soon? So what are we doing in this? What are we doing in this?
What do you want from me?
Can't you read my mind?
I'm lost.
Man, you're tickling my fancy today. Hey, so let's do it because then we'll come back. Yeah, let's do it now.
And we'll do all the Ask Dogg questions.
Ask Dogg Anything.
All right, our new segment, 15 Minutes of Flame.
Yes. Look at that picture.
Burns.
I'd like to see the shirt I was wearing in this picture.
What? Yeah, you got the guns out.
Yeah, and I look like Pat McAfee.
How many more tattoos do you have since then?
I got those two you can see covered up, that's for sure.
Did you?
No, one of them.
Is that the Tasmanian Devil?
Wait. Yeah, I still got one. I still got the other one, not the Tasmanian Devil. It's covered.
Was that the Tasmanian Devil or the guy on Press Luck? No whammies, stop!
I think it was him.
I think it was that guy.
So that was my first tattoo ever, and I was too drunk for the guy to finish, and I was too embarrassed to ever go back. So that's just it's just still there. It's just a life lesson right there. Like, hey.
All right, we thought about calling this 15 Minutes of Fame, but we thought that was too pretentious. That we were going to be
I don't know what pretentious means, but it sounds cocky.
It's illegal in 4 states, especially in the South.
Yeah.
And
all 4.
but we've said flame. That way, the people can decide.
Yeah.
Is this person on fire? Do you think they're going to flame out?
Yeah.
You might
or
roast them.
Or are they wet?
Is that?
Or flame out is probably better after saying it out loud.
Yes, let's ask.
Flame
we can ask
out.
our first guest if he's
it would be fine if I ask him. I just don't know in the future if it would be okay to ask the same question. So to flame out or el fuego?
Are they on fire?
Are they on fire? Or are they going to flame out?
Or we might roast them.
Whew. I will roast somebody.
But are we going to make that decision or let the listener decide?
I think we let the listener decide.
Yeah.
But look, I'm allowed to have an opinion too. Don't try to stifle my creativity.
See, here's what I want to see because we have no idea.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
We have no idea. If they come on with us, are they going to be in full gimmick? Are they going to be just themselves?
Yeah, I feel like they should.
You know what I mean? We don't know.
They should be. I know, but I'm going to say right now.
Oh.
I feel like they should be themselves, but be able to sell the character.
Okay.
All in one. And look, sometimes you're going to find that the guy doesn't have a character. I'm just an extension of me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Say the Stone Cold deal. I think I was an extension of me. It's a lot lesser.
It's a very short extension, I heard.
Great. Yeah. Very short. Very small shrimp on the Barbie. So let's
What do you think Naked Minion was for Dennis Knight? Was that a extension of himself?
Yes.
Or
yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it was. It was.
Of all of his gimmicks, I think that was
it was the closest.
That was the closest.
Hey, how did he do the other night on
Super fun.
Really?
Yeah, we talked, we did if you don't know what we're talking about, ad-free shows, had an exclusive Dennis Knight Q&A. Everybody sat in and I hosted it, and we talked. We brought everybody in, got everybody together, said, hey, if you got a question, put it in the chat. Me and him talked for like 10 minutes, and I finally said, all right, I'm going to bring in our first question. And he went, what are you talking about? He said, I thought we were just FaceTiming right now. I said, well, there's people watching this. I did not know.
He's so full of crap. I love him. I love him so much.
Yeah, he was so good. Go check that out if you want to be part of our ad-free shows family. By the way, while we're here, let's go ahead and get that plug in. Ad-free shows, $9 a month.
Yeah.
You can get in on exclusive Q&As. We've got bonus shows coming up. I'm about to do one with Jeff Jarrett and
just run down for those of you who don't know about ad-free shows, the list of the talent roster who has podcasts on here.
Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross, Eric Bischoff, Conrad Thompson, of course, Road Dogg, maybe you've heard of him. You've got the mailbags with Mike Chioda and Nick Patrick. We just brought in Lex Expressed.
Lex Expressed.
How about that?
That's even clever. You can't. So it's a who's who.
Kevin Sullivan.
The Taskmaster, Kevin Sullivan. So it's a who's who of
Lash Roodles with oodles and doodles. As you say all the time.
I didn't say that.
Jeff Jarrett, Foley is Pod.
Yeah.
Bruce Pritchard, Arn Anderson, Kurt Angle. Wow.
Good Lord have mercy. Like I said, so who's who? Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Is he in there?
Yeah, he just joined. Yeah, he just got a show. Yeah,
oh my God,
that?
I got to listen to that one. I love Jim Duggan.
It's all these people that have the inside stories like you do.
It's the past 50 years and all different areas and regions and back
Jake
when it was
the damn Snake.
Yeah, Jake the Snake, man.
Maybe you've heard of him.
Maybe you've heard of him. He's Jake. His last name's the Snake.
The Snake. The Snake, as they say overseas.
In France, he's known as the Snake.
$9 a month can get you in on that.
A lot of content for $9.
You can get this particular podcast right here, early and ad-free. All you got to do is be a part of ad-free shows.
And it comes with a value basis of $56, and for this episode. And so the fact that you can get all of what we just talked about for $9, I think if you don't take that opportunity, I think kind of missed one. Didn't you?
You make questionable decisions.
You do make questionable decisions.
Go to adfreeshows.com and you can get in on all of that.
All right. Of it.
Without further delay, let's get our new segment. I wish we had music. We got to work on music.
Look, like I said earlier, some growing pains.
Yes.
But this is what we wanted to do, was give a platform to an up-and-comer, and maybe he gets invited down to my house for the summer.
I never even got that, dog.
No, I don't like you at all.
Okay. Throw up the graphic.
I almost started crying.
15 minutes of flame, and when this graphic comes off, it'll be a three-way shot.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, I said
Come on.
that.
Yeah.
With me, Cassio, Road Dogg, him.
Road Dogg, yep.
And our guest, our first ever guest on 15 Minutes of Flame. Who is it?
Vinny Pacifico. Vinny Pacifico. Give me a double bicep. Give me a double bicep. Look at the guns
there it
on
is.
this kid. Look, he said there it is.
Nah, Brian and Cassio, thank you for having me. Really
Hey, man.
Man.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you. It's El Fuego, by the way.
El Fuego. My bad. Yeah, I don't speak fluent Spanish. I just eat their food at Taco Bell. So it's not their food. I could have some of it too.
Now, do you two know each other?
Yeah. I know Vinny from like I said, from Gabe's shows. I've seen him as extra talent down in Orlando. Mm-hmm. Where else have we crossed paths?
At a convention, I believe.
Yeah.
I walked past you, and we just saw each other. And every time it's been pleasant around you. Always picking your brain, and it's been awesome every time.
Well, I'm attracted to you, so I mean, it's weird.
Okay.
It's weird. It's weird for me not to just want to hug you when I see you.
Hey. I get that a lot.
Can we hug you? Can anybody hug you in those
how much in the super chat to hug Vinny Pacifico? No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding. So Vinny, how old are you?
24.
Wow, 24
Oh, he's
years
a baby.
Old. Yo, he's a baby. Oh, he's a baby.
Oh.
Vinny, how long you been wrestling?
Since I'm 14, 10 years.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
so talk to me about that, because that's not legal. So talk to me about that.
Well, 14 turning 15, I was playing high school football as a quarterback, and I didn't want to play anymore. I wanted to wrestle. I loved football for many years, played it for many years, but I wanted to chase the dream of something different.
Yeah.
And I went to a meet and greet, and I met Daniel Bryan in the city, New York City.
Yeah.
In the city.
I met Daniel Bryan.
And I was like, hey, like, I would love to become a wrestler. Do you have any advice? And he was like, yeah, just pursue your dream, because it's your dream and no one can tell you, like, no one can tell you can't. Go. So that next week, I joined the school in New Jersey, trained there for about a year or so.
Do you want to mention who that is or no?
ECPW at first.
Yeah.
Around Sunny Kiss, we trained down there.
Nice.
And then I went from there to a place in New York. And then from there, I might have been 18. I started training at Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Maybe you heard of them.
That's where I got my really good start into, like, traveling, doing the loops, getting on TV for the first times in my career. And I had some really, really good mentors.
Yeah.
And I learned so much.
Like?
Delirious. Sean P. Gresham.
So that who's Delirious? I hear a lot about him. Do I know him? Would I know him? I feel crappy saying this right now.
No, if you've done Ring of Honor, Impact, he would be somebody you would know.
Yeah, I'm sure I've met him 100 times, and I feel like a jackass because I don't remember his name. So you're training and you're starting to. So how old are you when you're starting to get bookings elsewhere and travel a little bit?
So before Ring of Honor, I was getting bookings at 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
And then at 18, I was training there for quite a bit. And then I got my first match with Ring of Honor at 19, I believe.
Who was that with?
My first match for Ring of Honor was a tag match. Me, Ken Dixon, and Dante Caballero against Primal Fear. And I was shocked that day. I wasn't booked. I was just there. And they're like, hey, Vinny, you got your gear bag? I was like, yes. I always bring my gear wherever I go.
Of course.
And that was it. And then ever since then, it went up from there. I eventually did a tryout with Gabe Sapolsky at Evolve. And I got picked to go down to Florida. And that's where things started really picking up. And then COVID hit. So I feel like in my career, I had a lot of really cool things happen and a lot of big opportunities, but they got taken from me, sadly, because of COVID or
yeah.
And then I was in Evolve. And then
nothing that you did or nothing that anybody did. Just kind of the way the universe, the way the old cookie crumbled.
Yep.
COVID screwed a lot of us, but it screwed you at a really pivotal time in your career. But I feel like kind of it's up and running again. The industry as a whole, indies included, and businesses are booming. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I feel like you're kind of right back where you were, aren't you?
I would say I don't think I've ever been this hot in my career. I'd gotten signed by Bang Energy earlier this year based off my in-ring character.
None of this sounds cocky at all. Just keep going.
I'm not trying to be cocky.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. I'm impressed, dude. Yeah, be cocky.
15 minutes of flame, bro.
Yeah. Do your thing, dog.
No, so I had a character pretty much based off of what I do in real life, I drink energy drinks.
Yeah.
And I had a match in Oregon, and a clip went viral, including the energy drink. 3 days later, I got a contract from Bang Energy signing me for a deal.
Dang.
Yeah, dude.
Good for you, dude.
Thank you. And then later this year, that's when things really picked up for me. I got on all these podcasts about it. It was a really, really, really cool thing for me. And then later this year, probably in August or July, August, I got called by Bang, and they canceled everything because Bang bought out. Monster bought out Bang.
Bang.
So I was like, and I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to be somebody who had something so good for me, and I don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
So immediately after that happened, I got in contact with the G Fuel manager or talent manager, and they signed me immediately because they loved what I was doing anyway. They saw. And
what is this G Fuel? Both of y'all talked about that.
It's an energy drink as well as they have like tubs of pre-workout and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're a great brand. They're really supportive of my career. They're rooting me on. I actually did a spot. What really got them onto me, I had New Japan earlier this year.
Yeah.
When I was with G Fuel, and I did a spot in the match with the energy drink, and it got really over. And the CEO or one of the higher ups of G Fuel called me, and they were like, "Wow, you are one of the only guys to really ever do anything that crazy on pay-per-view." You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So all I can say is I'm blessed. These things are just happening to me, and it's just so amazing to see all these things pan out in front of me over this year. You know?
Yeah.
And
Hey, so Vinny, so you work? How big are you? How tall are you?
5'7". I'm 167, 168, maybe 170 if I'm really pumped.
But etched in stone, right?
Yes.
Do you have abs? So. Do you have abs?
Yes.
Just take your shirt off.
Yeah, just let me see the abs. Just let me see the abs. You don't have to take your shirt off.
See the pecs.
Pecs.
Yeah,
I mean,
come on. You don't have to take your shirt off.
Just do it, Vinny. Vinny. It's only weird because I was kidding about being attracted to you earlier.
It's not weird. We're boys. We're people,
I didn't know the downfall of our show was when we made a guy take his shirt off.
Oh, well, no.
It
was that one time that old man took his pants off.
Oh.
Yeah, it was me, Vinny. Hey, so let's change the subject. So you work kind of that I guess everybody works this style now, but it's just that youthful, very fast paced, or do you work more character based with, you know what I mean? Like how do you usually construct a match if you have your druthers? So
lately it's been a lot of character. I for years I've been just wrestling, doing all these technical stuff and grappling. I love grappling. I love holds. I love all that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I haven't this year, and maybe half last year, I was really EC3 got me really into like the mode of doing character work and story driven matches, TV style matches, and I love TV style matches. I love a good 5-minute match where I can just do what I got to do. I love it. And for a while, I had matches that were just 5-minute matches.
TV style, where you do all your greatest hits.
Yes, but I enjoy all of it. I enjoy every style of wrestling. Yeah. I enjoy doing promos. I enjoy everything. I really do, and I love professional wrestling. I want to keep growing in it.
Yeah. Well, look, that's why you're here. That's what we all got in common, is man. It's a crazy industry, but man, if you somebody texted me back, a person pretty high up on the talent roster texted me back something today and said, I get to live a life most people dream of, man. So I'm ready to work. You know what I mean? And I was
beautiful.
Like, good.
It really is.
It's a great perspective, because you work really hard, and then when you get it, you know what I mean? You got to keep that same perspective, keep working hard.
Oh, of course.
I would actually suggest, look, there's a time and a place in every match to go fast, and I would argue that's probably usually only during the comeback. But you can go fast up front if you want to run a cool spot or something. But the rest of it is about telling that story, and even if the telling of the story is just telling the story of he's the bad guy, I'm the good guy. You know what I mean? We're laying, because these people come to see you, and they might know Vinny Pacifico from the last time, but it may be somewhere you said you worked in Oregon?
Yeah, everywhere pretty much. Yes,
somebody fly you out there to do that?
Yes.
That's super cool, dude. You're doing it. So what about, you mentioned Japan?
New Japan was earlier this year. Yeah. That was in Philly, actually.
Oh, okay. But so have you worked in Japan?
What?
You ever been to Japan and worked?
I'm going later this year to Japan. Yes.
Oh, wow! Awesome, very cool.
Thank you.
So,
any tips for him, dog?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. You've mentioned a couple things that are at least steps in the right direction, and it's different kind of matches, man. You gotta set your sights on different kind of matches, and there is a television match which is much different. Even if you have two segments, it's much different than just a live event match. You know what I mean? So it's I think you're already starting to think about in that direction, and that's a good way to do it, because there's gonna be different styles of, and look, sometimes on the way up you're the guy getting squashed in 5 minutes. So I've been that guy too. And it's all good, you know what I mean? But yeah, look, you're learning a lot. But I wanted to ask specifically about your TV experience. Like, where all have you done TV at? I've
done Evolve, Ring of Honor. I did NXT once. I had the match at NXT.
Yeah. Did that air?
Say it again? That was in Orlando.
Yeah. I remember that. So you did it. So you probably walked through a entrance or what? You know what I mean? Did we do all that?
In the ring.
And you just see the hard camera. And it's just having that knowledge when and if somebody finally signs you. Like, I mean, you can see it. In the television show, in the product itself, if you watch, and this is not a jab, this is just a fact. You watch NXT, and they're teaching those people that. You watch AEW, and some guys have never worked on TV before in their life, and it shows. You know what I mean? And their backs to the hard camera, and they're just thinking about things that are. You got to fix that crap. You know what I mean? Because it is a wrestling match, and I get that, but it's also a television show that we're asking a lot of people to watch on television. So we want to make it as pretty as possible. So that was cool. That's cool that you've had a taste of almost all levels of television taping.
Brian, I would tell you, Ring of Honor really did wonders for me. I believe I had like 8 or 9 matches for them within a year.
And that's under the tutelage of that Delirious that we talked about?
Yes. Yeah. Delirious, John Gresham, Cheeseburger, Will Ferrara. These people are just incredible. And they're very into like the in-ring stuff, but also never ignoring the camera. Every camera, I'm telling you, it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me early on in my career, so that I know now how to work TV for when that time comes.
Yeah, amen. So what? Go ahead, Cassio. Sorry.
Vinny, what I've seen of you first was the Bang stuff and the G Fuel stuff, because it is so good, and that means it's going viral and getting shared and getting.
Thank you.
I mean, that's how I discovered you was seeing some of the promos you did with some of the other boys and getting them to try the stuff. It's all good stuff. If somebody's new to Vinny Pacifico, is there something out there on YouTube or your web or your social? If you go, hey man, y'all might want to watch this match. If you're into Vinny, check that out. Is there something like that?
Or if you don't know Vinny. Here's an introduction.
I would say IWTV, you type my name in the bar, there's all my best matches there. I have matches with EC3, Rocky Romero, Matt Sydal, just really, really good matches that really just show all my types of in-ring ability. And Bobby Fish last week, that one just went out online too. Yeah. So that one's a fun one.
How was it working with him? Did he kick your head off?
His kicks are rough.
Yeah, he's great. They're in there, right?
Mm-hmm. He's great though. He is great. And the promos, as you said, those are so important to me because they give me a chance to be myself and be my character, and also get people over as well, because they do get a lot of views. So I feel like it's a trade-off. It's helping me and helping the other person that I'm doing it with.
Heck yeah.
And social media has changed the game for independent wrestlers, man.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
It's your way to go, hey, I'm not signed anywhere, I'm working everywhere, but here's my stuff, and somebody is going to find it and become a fan, man.
Yeah, that's cool. So what's your Twitter handle and where?
Tell them how they can find you.
Vinnie Pacifico 1 is my Twitter. Facebook is just good old Vinnie Pacifico, and my Instagram is Vinnie Pacifico.
All right.
He kept it easy for us because we're dumb. I don't like
because I'm not smart. I'm not smart.
Yeah.
But I'm tall. They tell me I'm tall and fat. That's not what they tell me. They say that behind my back.
I was about to say, I told Vinny that before you got here, but I've never said it to your
Vinny,
face.
you look great.
Thank
you. You're 24 years old, and I've seen you. I've run across you already in your career several times. At such a young age, there's nothing but sunlight ahead for your future, dude.
Thank you very much.
And you're kind of connecting to all the right people, and networking's important too. You know what I mean? It really is important in our industry. And I was talking about Gabe, not me. But Gabe's a good guy to know. You know what I mean? And
he's great.
And so that's very cool, man. Look, I think we probably hit our 15 minutes, Vinny. But please. IWTV and type in Vinnie Pacifico.
That's it.
And then Vinnie Pacifico on Facebook and whatever else he said.
Yep.
And Vinnie Pacifico 1 on Twitter. or X, or whatever it's called now. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called now. But Vinny,
and then his burner OnlyFans, Danny Atlantic.
Yes,
that's
yes.
his other.
It's Dano and Atletico.
Hey, dude, man, we are fans here, man.
I'm a Patreon. I'm a Patreon on his.
Very appreciated.
And I hope you.
Thank you so much for spending some time with us, dude. And I
stuff,
hope everybody out
me.
there goes and checks you out, man, and tells us if you're gonna flame out or if you're gonna be flaming. Wait, no, I said it wrong again. El Fuego, my bad.
El Fuego.
I could. Hey, Vinny, for real, thank you, dude, and
Thanks,
I will see you soon, I'm sure.
Thank you again. Thank you very much
man.
again.
Appreciate it, brother.
Good deal. Thank you.
15 minutes of flame,
good kid,
man.
Good kid and big guns. Like
he's ripped.
I wanted to touch him. Is that
He's
weird?
chiseled.
Does that come out weird?
He's etched.
He's etched in stone, bro.
With them biceps, bro.
I know. He had biceps where they were supposed to be.
He looked like he was wearing one of the muscle suits. You know what I mean? Like your mom made you back in the day?
Yeah.
Where you just had the fake.
My mom never made.
Oh.
My mom was a horrible seamstress. All our muscle suits ended up looking
great stuff
like
by Vinny Pacifico.
Yeah, good stuff, Vinny Pacifico. I do hope everybody goes and checks his stuff out, man, because I've seen him work and he can work, and I think he's got a future. I mean, that's the truth.
I'm thinking back, and you can do the same thing because it doesn't matter what career it is, wrestling or for mine was comedy. Yeah. And especially for him, since he's been doing it so long, 24. In his head, he feels like he's doing it 10 years. And I'm sure that, it's human nature to go, man, I've been doing this for 10 years. What's happening?
Yeah.
He's so young.
Oh, my God.
And my God. His entire prime.
He could literally still get a contract in 10 years. You know what I mean?
But I remember being in comedy in 24, and I was doing it for a few years, and you go, why have I not had any break?
Why am I not making movies with Kevin Hart?
Yeah, exactly. And you go, what am I doing?
I get it. I get it. But, man, it seems like, but and he has been doing it a while, but, man, he's got a lot of irons in the fire. You know what I mean? So I think it is good for him. He's a hustler.
I was looking through his list.
He beat me at 8 Ball.
I don't know who it is, but I was looking through his list, and I just saw he had a match, like you said, with Bobby Fish. That's strong. Yeah. He had a match with somebody called Pitfall Jones, and it got me.
Pitfall Jones.
How is that not Taz's son's name, Hook? It should be Pitfall Jones or Submission Jones. But all right, so look, 15 minutes of flame. I thought it went good, man.
I loved it. I loved learning something about the kid and about where he came from and how long he's been working at it.
Go follow him. Go tell him appreciate you for joining us.
Yeah,
we want everybody to hit him up and say, hey, at least thanks for the 15 minutes.
Mick Mac, go follow him. I mean, I know you're the only one listening.
Go say hey to him and support him, man, because he is. I feel like we're going to look back, like you said, 10 years from now and go, hey, you remember when we had Vinny Pacifico
Remember we had him Pacifico
when he was a baby?
Yeah, remember when his name was Vinny Pacifico?
Yeah.
And now it's El Diablo Cabron? I don't know.
So go check him out, man. That was good stuff. How do you feel about it? That's our first one.
I feel great. I almost feel like I want to cheat and do 20 minutes. How long did we go? I don't even know.
15 on the nose.
Really?
I was watching, yeah.
Wow. Good stuff, man.
Do you feel like it was short?
I don't know. I don't know how much more I could have asked him, and you got his you pulled his Twitter out and everything. So I mean, I think we were.
I think it was good. Yeah. I think it was good.
Felt good. Who are we gonna do next?
Don't know. If you're watching this on YouTube or wherever you consume this, put in the comments below, tag them on social media or in the YouTube comments.
Yeah.
Let us know who you'd like to see on 15 Minutes of Flame, man.
Who is a local star in your region?
We're going to have me and Dog, we're going to see, and our producer Dom, we're going to know people right off the gate to start popping and going, hey, we should call this person, this girl, this guy, whatever. There's going to come a time and it's going to be really quicker than we think it is, where we go, I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Somebody help us out.
I'm spent.
Yeah.
So we could use a list.
Yeah. So hit us up, tag them, tag us. Let us know you'd love to see on a future episode of 15 Minutes of Fame.
15 Minutes of Flame. Yeah.
I clapped. You do it again.
Yeah, you did. It was awesome.
Do it again.
15 minutes of flame.
I thought you were going to bring a second line that time.
Oh, my bad. 15 minutes of flame. Cassio and Brian James.
Yeah. Do it again to sing it.
I'll be doing it again.
But it's the same.
Do it again.
My dancing is very lame.
Snorted out my brain.
Ooh, how about
It's in a lot of pain. Ha! It's got a crack in it. Ha! Sorry. Sorry. I always tell that to my granddaughter. She gets so mad. I went to the doctor the other day, and turns out my butt has a crack in it. She goes, she's 7. She goes, Paw, all butts have a crack in it.
All butts have a crack in them.
Yep.
Can we make that a t-shirt? All butts have a crack in them.
That's a good one. Like the Liberty Bell.
All butts have a crack in them.
Hey guys, Eric Bischoff here to talk to you about my friends over at SaveWithConrad.com. Are you looking to get out of debt? Conrad and his team can make that happen faster than me firing the honky tonk man. Wow. And you know that controversy creates cash, right? But you know what doesn't create cash? Credit card debt. Save with Conrad can help you consolidate high-interest credit cards and all of your other debt into one low monthly payment. They can even help you get the cash you need for home improvements or anything else. They've helped 83 Weeks listeners save $500, $600, $700, even $800 a month. Seriously, your papers are going to go down faster than Nitro ratings in 2000. Ouch! And how about this? No house payments for 2 months. That's right, no house payments for 2 months. And unlike the dirt sheets, man, the reviews do not lie. With over 1,000 5-star reviews, find out for yourself how much Conrad and his team can save you by checking out SaveWithConrad.com today. Be grateful you did.
NMLS number 65084, equal housing lender. Woo!
All right.
Oh.
We are in the middle of an Ask Dogg Anything episode.
We haven't even asked a question yet.
Yeah, that's where we have a just a plethora of questions.
Would you say I have a plethora of questions?
Of all of the dog pound. They're hitting
Do
us
you
up.
know what the plethora is?
I think my wife's got one.
It ain't pleather either. It's real leather.
Oh.
It's real leather.
I thought that's what you pee out of. Your plethora. Is that it? Is that what it is?
Where my abs are supposed to be just cramped up.
Where my abs are supposed to be. That's called a hernia.
I already had one surgery. I already one surgery. My belly button was bruised for a month. Oh, Lord. I'm going to have one laughing. I don't even know if we've done anything, and we've been on here for 37 minutes.
But it's a good show. Be sure to rate it wherever you are. Whatever subscription service you're on, like, subscribe, and rate. Especially if you're on Apple Podcasts.
This thing.
You don't understand what that little move can do for us.
Liking,
it'll help us show up for other people.
Comment.
Like, subscribe, turn on notification, comment, and if you're on Apple Podcasts, make sure you leave that 5-star review. It's time for our 5-star review of the week.
No way.
Who we got today, Dom? Boricua
9090.
5 stars. I love the show and how funny it is. LOL. Especially getting to know the behind the scenes of the wrestling world. How about that?
Wow. So that's best of both worlds, and exactly. Savio Vega wrote that. The Boricuas. Oh man, we worked with them a bunch when me and Billy first got together.
Do you know any wrestlers that listen to this show?
No. No. Not a one. I know a lot of leaders in the industry that do, though.
I don't know about really.
Yeah, really.
Oh, I don't know officially who listens, but I don't. Let's just put it.
I tell you what, it's a lot of doctors and lawyers. I can tell you that.
Let me just put it out there. I'm blocked by Sean Spears. and it's kind of got all over me because I don't get blocked. I'm not that guy.
No, you ain't that guy.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask, Sean, is it because he called you Sean Areola?
You called him Donnie Areola, and I laughed at it.
I don't think I did. I could have. I believe
I've been
you
called
hitting
him
the head.
Ronnie Areola.
I've had my head placed on the mat and then stomped really hard.
Right.
By said superstar. So I'm not thinking straight half the time anyway. So I'm thinking you said
nothing but good stuff for Sean
about
Spears
him.
on
We
this
have
show.
stood behind him and flown his colors as our own, and we marched upon the people of Lothbrook. Sorry.
It's hurt my chubby little feelings. That
Yeah,
I
it has
lost.
hurt your feelings. You've been crying about it all day.
The only thing blocked in my life is my left artery. Okay.
Yeah, and they put a
It's not
stent on
gonna
that,
start
right?
on Twitter. Not yet. I got it scheduled.
No, but the stents are coming.
I mean, it's in the future. We know that. That's guaranteed.
That's what
brother.
you say at the fried chicken place in the gas station. Just, well, thank God my stent's still working. Oh well, then get you some tater.
Sean Spears, unblock me.
Unblock, like it hurt his feelings, Sean, and
I'm not a block. Look at this face. Do I look blockable? I have a blockable face.
Don't answer
Is
that,
it?
guys. Just Can we? Where would your chubby little feelings be if we make a shirt?
Well, they're in the dumps right now.
Yeah, they are too. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
I got blocked by Ronnie
I'm sorry that
Areola,
Sean,
and you started that.
I know, because
I just laughed really hard at it.
He hates you, he said. I was talking to him yesterday, and he said, "Man, your co-host."
Oh, yeah,
That was all he said, though, and it left me.
me.
It left my flip flop come off. Sorry.
Co-host, maybe.
Friend, some of your folding money's come unstowed.
Did you have a flip-flop accident just now?
I did. I blew out a flip flop.
Do you go flip-flop
Stepped on
or
a
slides?
pop top. I got Jordan slides on, bruh. With them J socks too. dog.
Conrad Thompson said those are the most comfortable slides ever in the history of mankind.
They are, man. Who's Jimmy B?
R.I.P. Jimmy B. What's that mean? Who died?
Dumb.
What? Jimmy Buffett died?
Right. Yeah, he did die. A while back, Casio, so it's okay.
Oh, stepped on a pop top.
Yeah. There's the seventh degree of Kevin Bacon.
Bust out my crop top.
Kevin Bacon in correlation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want to get to some questions? We're 41 minutes in.
41 minutes and not ask a question. Ask Dogg anything, or don't get to ask him anything at all.
All right, here we
go.
Dom, throw up our first question of the Ask
And the
Dogg
first
Anything.
question is
Bryant
from
Harimza.
Bryant Harimza.
This episode has the Muppets. Which Muppet is your favorite?
I just want to go through each Muppet individually in my head. And then I'm going to say Miss Piggy.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I just think she's a boss. You know what I mean?
You got Kermit, Miss Piggy, Fozzie. Gonzo's pretty strong.
Bit of a chubby chaser.
Rolf the dog. Scooter.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with Scooter.
You know old Rizzo the rat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she used to come to...
Animal. Animal. Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
Oh, I do love those guys from on the bus.
Dr. Bunsen Honeydew with his sidekick Beaker that goes...
Oh, Beaker. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Swedish,
Beaker
Swedish
really
Chef.
says, yeah.
Swedish Chef's pretty good.
Swedish Chef, yeah.
But you know the best two.
Yeah.
Statler and Waldorf, the old guy.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
up at the top.
Yeah. Sam the Eagle.
I don't know Sam the Eagle.
Wow. That's patriotic as F, Dom.
Sounds strong.
I want to salute you right now.
The old dudes that just poop on everybody in the top.
Yeah.
In the box. That's so
That's
good.
definitely us.
That's definitely
It's like
us.
we're just up there burying people. We can't do, so we just bury you. You actually look like him right then.
You know what the key to the Muppet
Yeah.
is? You got to go to the top.
The top, just the top. There's a key to it. I didn't know that. There's a trick. Yeah, there's a trick to it. Mimu.
All right, what's our next?
Mimu.
The real thick.
Real thick shady. I'm the shady. What? Sorry.
As far as last time ever goes, what are some things you think should fall under that status?
Last time ever.
Do you mean in wrestling or life?
I'm not sure. For me, I'm not going to drink or drug anymore. So we got that's the last time.
Last time ever.
The last time was a doozy too, I can tell you.
I'm never going to race my wife again.
No. Good thinking. You know what I mean?
Last time ever.
Yeah, last time ever. But in wrestling, last time ever, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to say what people would say, but I disagree with this. The Punjabi prison match.
Really?
I liked the Punjabi prison match. I understand the issue is, with optics. The viewing, the people viewing need to see. So it kind of sucks for the live event, but they have enough gimmick holes to put cameras in to get good footage of the match. But it kind of sucks for the live event.
That was in reference to Taker versus Triple H last time ever. We talked about that in a previous episode.
Yeah.
I don't know much about. I don't know anything where off the top where I'm like, hey, we don't need to do that.
Wait, never again. And really, to me though, like videos of people under a desk poking themselves, and that we could have that. It could be the last time ever, and I'd be totally fine with that. You can, think about what the WWE does on a weekly basis, all without doing that.
Yeah.
And, you can look at the other night's ratings. Get the answer you were looking for.
But do you know what makes me the most anxious? Any spot in wrestling, the most
anxious? Like a rattlesnake?
Is dadgum handcuff matches. Because I always feel like they're never going to get them off. I remember Kevin Owens did one about a year or two ago.
Yeah, and couldn't get the handcuffs
off. And they
off.
could not get the key going, and I thought, man,
it
this
always,
is secondhand anxiety.
Yeah, and I love too when they haven't prepared properly or rehearsed it or anything, and the guys never opened them before. You're like, you didn't walk through this a couple times because it's weird to open these things. It's not like you don't
make
work in a
them
prison.
Not easy to get out of.
Right, it's a lock, for the love of God. It's supposed to be like that,
especially with your handcuffs on. Not easy.
Yeah, I love it. But yeah, that's always scary.
I'm not saying we should stop it, but it just made me think of things that
last time ever was like, it's the last time ever.
You're going Punjabi.
Yeah, I'm going with Punjabi prison. Even though, like I said, I loved it. I loved the one with Randy and Jinder and Bollywood Boys on the outside, and even Kali made an appearance.
All right, let's get you another question, dog. Who is your Mount Rushmore or GOAT?
Oh. Well, so I think I said
which one are you gonna pick, GOAT or Mount Rushmore?
Well, I'm gonna do GOAT just because
greatest of all time.
Yeah, and look, I think it's Shawn Michaels, and I say that I say that with very limited knowledge prior to, or you know what I mean, like my wrestling. Like there may be somebody who's better than him, but here's what I'll tell you about Shawn. Shawn is in everybody's conversation about being the best. And Shawn was hammered high for 90% of that. You know what I mean? So imagine how good he would be that. So he was running on fumes and instincts and hitting home runs and becoming Mr. WrestleMania and having a WrestleMania match with a broken back and working with Austin in the main event of WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like there's levels to this crap.
So many moments.
There's levels to this crap, and he's reached every one of them. And look, I say this too, and again, I don't know a whole ton of. I know who I know, but Hunter's one of the smartest wrestlers I've ever been around. He has a vision that's not only inside the ring, but it goes bigger. these are the two guys I knew, and I spent the most time around. So I know, in my opinion, Sean's the best wrestler and Hunter's the smartest wrestler. And I said that on a A&E show about their rivalry, and I believe that's true for me. You know what I mean? Like for my truth. You know, that's just how it is for me. But I just, again, go back to Sean being hammered and being Mr. WrestleMania. And so imagine if you could back up 5 years. Yeah, it's just crazy to think how good he was.
Next question, Dom. Anthony Sulpizio said, if you had to rate your DX stablemates on who was the most annoying to travel with, what would the rankings look like?
I'd say Billy was the most annoying to travel with. Billy's,
really?
He used to be a real prick. Billy did, and he was huge and a prick. You know what I mean? And so it's like, totally different cat today than he was then, and it's so awesome to see. But he didn't smoke pot, and you know what I mean? Like he was going to go to the gym. I wasn't. Like it wasn't that he was annoying. It was that we just didn't have anything in common, and we didn't do the same things. And like me and X-Pac would like hang out and smoke weed or whatever. You know what I mean? Like we'd do whatever. We would party and do. We were more alike.
So, Billy's first as worst. Second.
I didn't travel a lot with Sean, but when I did, it was always like a race to our pill bottles as to who could go in the fastest, so the other one would have to drive.
I thought you were going to say to the other city. You're like, no, we don't want to drive to the other city.
No, we're not. I don't want to get out of this building. I'm not getting out of this car. One time I just pulled up to a 7-Eleven. You know, they got those big yellow concrete posts in front of them. I just hit the brakes, but I did it too late and just ran right into the He goes, "What are you doing, man?" And I was like, I don't know. What do you mean? He's like, "Oh my God, you already took your." And I was like, "Yeah, he had to drive. He had to drive, and he was so hot." But it was like I took him a long time ago. I can't believe they're kicking in now. Pathetic. Don't do what I do, people.
Did you travel much with China?
Yeah, with me and Hunter early on, and China all traveled together, and so that was pretty cool.
Easy?
Actually, yeah, they were easy peasy.
And X-Pac was the easiest, Billy?
Yeah.
Or X-Pac was the easiest? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
We were just very much alike.
We got those ratings. Next question.
Sweetums.
Carl Hayes says, Christmas coming up. Which shirt should I be telling the little lady to get me?
Oh, well, of course. You got to go with the...
Don't we have some new sweatshirts?
That one there.
Baseball tee.
Yeah, the baseball tee, dog.
Oh, you didn't know baseball.
You didn't know boxofgimmicks.com. You can check out all the swag there. Pick your one. I, for one, love the Mountain Critters shirt. I love the Mountain Critters beach towel. I also am a fan of the Dapper Dog. Back in the Disney, we had the Dapper Dog one. They're all...
We got
They're
some.
all Glenn Close was a lumberjack. We're
working on hoodies and sweatshirts as well. So we'll get those out.
Hoodies and sweatshirts are coming for the winter.
I need a beanie.
Yeah,
this bald head.
Or a marble bag.
A what?
I thought you said something else. I'm sorry.
Next question. Ryback's OnlyFans.
Oh, he has an OnlyFans?
No, he just has an OnlyFans.
Oh, his one fan. Got it.
Yeah, he's saying he's his only fan. What did you like about WCW the most during your time there, dog?
Truth be told, man, I was just doing jobs there. I was just working, but I had a lot of opportunities to do like dark matches on pay-per-views, like Bash at the Beach when Hogan and Shaq was there, and you know what I mean. Like it was such a cool opportunity and a cool time. Just to be around the business, and I learned so much, man. Because like I said, me and Scott, my brothers would all work, and we got the chance to work with Terry Funk, like we talked about, and all kind of people. So just Arn Anderson, just superstars of the wrestling world, and so I loved my time there for real. It taught me a ton of lessons learned. And look, I leadership liked me because they all liked my dad, and my brothers were good employees. So you know what I mean. So I fit in well. I liked everybody. It was fun. I wasn't making any money, but I was learning to wrestle and having a blast. So I loved my time there, to be quite honest.
All right, let's keep them rolling. Instagram wrestling historian says the 3 Live Crew DVD is the hardest one to get for TNA fans due to its rarity. What's your reaction to this? Thanks.
Well, that's what I wonder why. I've seen that statement before, and it might have been from this individual, but on social media I've seen them say, "Hey, like this one's really hard to get." I have no idea why that is. Like, but is it rare because it? Oh God, what's going on here?
What happened?
Well, oh, here we go again.
What is it?
Let me get out of here.
What?
Can you see me still?
Yes.
Yeah. Remember this happened last time?
Keep going. We hear you and you look great.
Okay. I can't see you. I'm lost.
You're great.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. You panicked. Oh, the 3 Live Crew DVD.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's rare because everybody bought them up, or if it's rare because they didn't make that many. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the correct answer.
What if they didn't make any of them and it was just a gimmick on TV?
I'm trying as hard as I can to get back in the studio on my end, just so I can see you.
Well, you're in. We can hear you.
Well,
and you
I'm
sound
not
great.
in. I'm not in on my end. I'm hot about it too. But look at this. Now I'm in here.
Nice.
Oh my God. How do you do that? How do I get out of there?
This is amazing.
Can you see yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good then.
Now you're back.
No, but it's echoing.
Okay, hold on. Let me remove your old one. I'm kicking your old self out.
Okay, good. Because I don't know how to remove myself.
I wish to kicked you out just now.
There you go.
Hey.
We still good?
Oh, awesome. It worked. That worked.
Yeah, it did work for some
I
reason.
can't
I don't know why.
believe that happened. We're still not recording.
We're recording, but I'll cut it out.
No, don't. It's funny. Anyway, we're back. Cassio, can you hear me?
Yeah, the whole time. You've been perfect on my end the whole time.
I'm sorry. It just went totally blank on my end, and I panicked. It was my son-in-law FaceTiming me, so it's probably was my grandson saying, "I love you, Paw Paw," and I just declined his thing because these questions are more important to me. No, but we're back. Let's hear another question. Ask Dogg Anything.
Joey Fish, that's Bobby's brother. He said, "Did you ever consider changing the name of your finish to the Hump Handle Slam?"
I did not, but I love it.
That's pretty strong.
I love it. I don't know if my name had a finish or not. I guess it was the Pump Handle Slam, but that was just the name of the move. It wasn't like specifically branded for myself. Mine would have been the doggy style.
I like the Hump Handle Slam.
Okay, we're going with
I was
Handle
humping.
Slam. Yeah.
In my head, it was stone cold like you did, because nobody's ever been able to say they did that. The hot beef injection, says our producer, Dom.
Well, that's not a bad one.
That's a little aggressive, though.
A little aggressive, a little hot, a little farther than I was willing to go.
Right, I don't.
Hey, look.
Right after he just said his grandson's FaceTiming him. Thanks, Dom.
Yeah.
For bringing the hot beef injection.
Grand.
Let's bring another question before we get canceled for that. Kelsey Marr says, "Are you thinking about having X-Pac as a guest?"
You know what? I just thought about that the other day. I did X-Pac's podcast. I know I did it one time because we did it at the PC together, and it was really fun. And I think I've done it again too. But I need to have him on. I need to have him on. He would be a great guest, and we would have some great stories to tell. So yeah, that's a good reminder, a good kick in the keister to have my friend on.
Next up, Josh Henney, Top Guy. What's going on, Josh? Of all the places you've traveled throughout the country and overseas, where is the place you highly recommend to go? A place that you should avoid as well? Love you guys.
Well, I can answer that in one. It's South Africa. Like, it's the most beautiful, like the southern tip of South Africa, Cape Town, and all that is so.
It seems beautiful.
It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen in my life. So it's the most beautiful and dangerous place in the world. No, I just loved it. I did. And as long as you stay in the, when you get near Johannesburg, you kind of stay in the hotel and kind of, but the southern tip really beautiful of South Africa. But look, I'm also a very simple man, and I love it in a good southern Midwest town. Maybe you pull up to the hotel and you don't have to go in and go up elevators, like your door's on the outside. They might call them a motel, actually. But I like those. I like those especially if they have good TV channels where I can watch my murder shows.
Dare we ask where not to go? You're going to get heat if you say anywhere in America.
No.
Actually, anywhere.
Yeah. I'm going to say Bayonne, New Jersey.
Oh, really? Never been.
Bayonne, New Jersey.
I should keep it off my list.
That's all.
Okay.
It's just a little hot beef tip, you know.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Oh,
oh, this is Big Mac.
What's your favorite Home Alone movie?
And which one is you and Cassio?
Oh, well, they're all me and Cassio.
Well, number one's the best.
I agree. I was going to say the first one's the best. They're all good. Like, I do like them all. You know what I mean? I will watch them all over the Christmas vacation, should I have one. But we're going to cut that down. Cut that down a little bit. Here we go.
Are you going to be, you're Marv, right?
I'm totally Marv, and I have no idea which one's Marv. Tall, skinny one?
He's not Joe Pesci. Yeah. I've got to be Joe Pesci. I'm shorter, first of all.
Let's get to the next question. I was going to branch off and talk about Joe Pesci's ex-wife marrying that stuntman and then having him shot in the face. But that's all for another episode.
Is that a documentary we should check out?
You probably should. It's
because I'm in.
You can look that up.
You got me on the synopsis, so to speak.
Yeah. You can Google that.
Okay, we'll check that out. Next up, Travis Reynolds wants to know, theoretically, which one would have the most fun in life, Ricky and Robert of the Rock and Roll Express or a two-peckered billy goat?
Which one have the most fun in life? Well, look, like my mama and her mama before her said, you never bet against a two-peckered billy goat.
Okay. Yeah, but Ricky and Robert had some fun.
They had some fun. Boy, can I tell you a story about Johnson City, Tennessee.
Go ahead.
If Hoot was here, he'd tell you. No.
Let's get Hoot on.
Let's not do that. Let's just talk about other stuff. This collar's ticking me off.
Go 36 Mafia. Pop that collar.
Pop it.
Pop that collar.
I'll pop it.
Okay. Let's keep him rolling.
Pop it.
You're getting hot over your collar. Blame the Hoagie Man.
Oh, sorry.
Who didn't know Blame the Hoagie Man?
I know.
He said, would you rather have unlimited strength, but in order to have it, you would have to give up your favorite food forever, or unlimited money, but you couldn't taste any food at all?
Oh, wow.
Wow. This is a tough one. Hang on. So we get unlimited strength, but we have to give up our favorite food.
Yeah.
But we could have unlimited money and just never taste food. I'm
doing the money. And I'm doing a shake diet too, and I'm just getting jacked. I'm going to look fit as a fiddle, bro.
You know what's funny? First thing I thought, at least I'd look better if I didn't taste food. Because right now, I love to taste food.
Oh, God, it's so good.
I mean, if it wasn't for the taste, I wouldn't like food.
Yesterday was my at all. I wouldn't even be attracted to it.
Right. Right now, I love the taste of food.
I love it. I love it. That's why I just...
Yeah, you'd be looking good, man, and have unlimited money.
And rich as sin.
Oh, y'all couldn't tell me nothing.
You can't tell me nothing.
All right, I think we're both on the same side there. All right, what do we got next? Good question.
Yeah.
Florida man, now Dave in the HSV. He said, yo, dog, how does it feel to be the only two-time USWA television champion? Obviously, no one can ever take away that amazing feat from you. Winning a battle royal, then winning your belt back from the legendary Tony Falk.
Whoa.
43 days total as the greatest TV champ.
Well, I just appreciate the question because it made me think I was good at one time. And I don't even know what you were talking about or if it's true. But, hey, thank you, sir. And
I know Dave, and he knows wrestling.
It feels damn good. I figured you knew him. I don't know why. I think
You've met him before.
I've met him, right?
Yes.
Yep. He did bring me Cracker Barrel.
He was at top. No, that was Corey Forrester.
Okay,
that was
bad.
a great rib.
Yeah.
No, you met Dave at Top Guy Weekend.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, here we go. Mike K.O.C. Whitaker, baby. He said, what is Dogg's and Cassio's favorite thing going on in today's wrestling? Well, we hit about it a little bit on our YTX the other day. Yeah. Cody and Jay's, I love what they're doing.
Koj. Or I don't know if we want to go with JD or Koj or...
What they call them? The Yeet Fleet? What
the Yeet Fleet. Somebody said the Yeet Fleet.
Yeah. That's
pretty
good.
I love it. But honestly, like that is a really cool thing that's going on. Like you mentioned earlier, you didn't know it was Tadashi 619, dog. Damn, you'll find. Mentioned Koj, and yeah, they're really cool. You said you didn't know you needed them until you saw them together.
Yes.
And that's super cool. Like, it's cool when something organic like that happens. But look, you gotta love. There's two baby faces that I'm loving right now, and I'll get to some heels in a second too. So I got a couple of things, but Cody, you gotta love Cody's the trip. The story, it's being told, and things are happening while the story's happening. Holy crap, they became the tag champs. Like, I love it. I also love LA Knight. LA Knight's, who doesn't love LA Knight? And nobody knows why, but I love him. And so the heels, though, I love the Street Profits turning heel. I think them and Bobby is a really cool.
They look so cool.
So cool together, and they can work. Their work is great. There's nobody denying that. And so I think they're really going to get to develop and blossom a little bit as some heel characters on that side of the roster. That's about it for me. What about you, Cassio?
I like that. What else do we like? I mean, who doesn't love LA Knight? Hottest guy in the company.
Yeah.
Going. I told you, based on the Tuesday show that got all the eyes, which is what it was for, throwing Cena and Taker and Cody on there.
Holy mackerel.
I got to watch that and loved what I was seeing there, man.
Yeah.
It was just super. I mean, Braun is Braun. Braun Breaker is Braun. He's going to be awesome. Again, he's so young and so early on in this.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to see where he goes. Santos Escobar. He's great, man.
Yeah.
That dude can go.
Santos is funny. He was texting me today. He was like, "Hey, I saw him on this live event. I was supposed to be off. I'm taking my wife to a concert." I was like, "My bad, dude. That's right. My bad." I was like, "That's a mistake." He's a great guy, though. Like, he really loves wrestling. He loves his father, who was a wrestler too. Like, that's why I was drawn to Escobar, Santos Escobar, and also named him. I was kind of doing that down there when he came through, but I named him with him, so it was very much a collaboration. But we both went Santos Escobar. That sounds cool. Yeah, I love him. I love
seeing the Carlito pop the other night. That was so fun.
Yeah, sticking him right on live events.
Excited to see what Jay Cargill is going to do.
Oh yeah, man, me too. Because look, I love what they've done with her already. She ain't done nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just she's a star.
I love the greeting and visiting everybody and welcome to the team and
treating her like she's an attraction, like she's an acquisition, right? Which is what she was.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Over on the other side, I'm excited because I know it's going to be fun, and we've seen that magic before. Christian and Edge, Adam Copeland, reunited. It's just I feel fun for them.
They went with Ledge.
Ledge.
No. Okay.
I feel excited for them because you just know they're boys and they're gonna.
Oh, they're boys.
They get to work together again.
Yes, and especially after, like, I saw a picture the other day that was Edge and Daniel Bryan and Paige, and it was like those three guys had their careers. Those three individuals had their careers taken away, and then got a second chance at it and are on top of the world again. And I just thought, like, that's super cool.
Soraya Page, she tweeted that. She said, "I'm looking at a match with Daniel Bryan and Edge or looking at them in the ring together." And I thought, she said, all three of us were never supposed to wrestle again.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
How about this? That's the cool thing about, having all this, like you've talked about, high tide rises all the ships.
Yeah.
It's good for everybody that everybody has so many outlets for wrestling right now.
And like you said, man, it's cool on a personal level for the two guys, and it makes it cooler by proxy to watch that. You know what I mean? And to see that.
Super cool. There's a lot of great things going on.
Yeah. Good question too. Good wrestling's hot. And
let's keep it going. RCS88 said, if you were facing 3 Von Erichs, which 2 brothers would you team up with?
Brad and Steve.
Oh.
Yeah, Steve. Steve worked in Japan a lot. Steve's is probably the strongest of all the brothers. Steve's probably the craziest of all the brothers. Like, he would, if things got crazy, I want him on my team. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
And you said, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Who else? What else is next?
Jim. Jim was going to say, hey, y'all.
If that was a Jim question and it said, hey, y'all, it's going to pop so hard. Michael Double M said, how many times, Cassio, how many times does Dog say holy mackerel during a podcast? And should we as listeners make a drinking game out of it? Also, where's the holy mackerel shirt?
That's actually a good, we could have a fish with just a bunch of bullet holes in it. And it's the holy mackerel.
I thought it was going to be a mackerel with the angel. Like a holy mackerel. You're going holes in it.
No, I get it. But I'm going to go all the way and have him have like the Pope's thing on. You know what I mean?
Pope hat. Right.
We probably shouldn't. That's sacrilegious. I'll probably do that.
We'll probably get some blowback.
Let's just do the fish with the holes.
Let's go with your version where it's shot.
But I want to take a picture of a shoot fish, like and shoot it with some buckshot, and then anyway, never mind, Peter. I was kidding.
Ben Green.
Oh,
what would you rather have for catering, pizza rolls or mahi mahi? Oh, this is good.
It depends on how the mahi mahi was prepared and what type of pizza rolls we're talking about.
If right now I said I'm going to get pizza rolls, what kind are you getting?
Probably combo, like pepperoni sausage.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, yeah. It's got to have a little meat in there.
I mean, Supreme's pretty good.
You know, because it's real meat, I'm sure.
Yes,
There's little
sure.
cubes of.
And they shave off a filet mignon in there, I believe, into the pizza rolls. It's definitely pizza rolls, by the way.
Yeah, yes, for sure, for sure.
All right, here we go. What's next?
Here we go.
Dan Borello said, who's cooler to hang out and party with, Cassio or Conrad? Well, you've never really partied
I've never really partied with y'all at all, with either one.
You hung out with us.
Yeah, we had fun. I don't know. Now you're asking me to pick favorites, and I don't think that's fair. But it's
I'll tell you,
it was Conrad. Yeah, it's Conrad.
Because Conrad has money. He'll buy your dinner and buy your drink.
Hey, he ain't got no problem buying you something. I love him.
We ate lunch, and Dog had a 17-course lunch.
Yeah. He was trying to pay that bill as fast as he could. I was like,
they were like, y'all want anything? And
well,
Dog
Conrad,
goes,
if you don't mind, I'm going to try that key lime pie they have.
They kept going, y'all done? And he goes, are you? Are you? And Dog's like,
I said, you know what? I said, y'all can leave.
I love they read the desserts, and Dog goes, yeah, let's just try them.
Just try those. Let's try those. Which one, sir? The ones you said?
Yeah, all of them.
Hell, you said it.
Yeah. I mean, y'all make them. They're back there, so bring them out.
Let's give him a whirl.
Let's see.
And hell, he's paying.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan. Oh.
Ryan is
me.
Ryan is me. I love it.
He tweeted us at You Didn't Know
Too smart for us.
He was. At Brian R.D. James, at the Cassio Kid. Who comes to mind first that has the most potential in wrestling?
Rhea Ripley.
Boom. Easy.
I mean, I want you to watch her on television. Not in a weird way, Cassio, like you're thinking. Watch her, and not like you told me when you went and saw her in Huntsville.
I got videos.
I know you do. But her even when she's in, and you saw it last night, even when she's on the outside, she's acting according to character in everything she does. And even when she breaks a little bit and has a coy smile or something, it's still strategically placed and correctly placed. Like she's an incredible athlete. She's a beautiful woman. She's young, and she has the world at her fingertips. And she's really good at television wrestling as far as emoting, her facials and stuff. She's just really good.
All kind of emotions.
Yeah.
She gives you the mean look.
She's just really good and
shots.
can do it all in the same segment. So she's impressive.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Terrifying, but
Mad Dad 316 hashtag Ask Dogg. If you could manage anybody in wrestling right now, who would it be and what would you wear? If you could sing the response of what your catchphrase as a manager would be, I'll send you some new pizza shorts. Hashtag love you guys.
Okay. So let me.
All right. So first, who would you manage? Rhea.
No. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven.
Strong.
The women's tag team champions.
Come on.
And I'll say, if you don't like Chelsea, you ain't living. Something about Piper Niven. I don't know. It would come out. Something maybe better than that, but I don't know.
Don't like Chelsea, check how you living. Watch your back, because here comes Piper Niven.
Piper Niven. Hey, there you go. Green Niven. Green Niven is the place to be.
Come on.
Farm Niven is the life for me.
Hey.
Chelsea, Green Evan, Green and Evan. The Bushwhackers.
Woo!
I love that you're always right there for me.
I know.
No matter where I end up, you're always right there.
I lift you up.
You do. On the wind of wing. Oh, sorry.
By the way, they better be singing Green Niven on television soon. Green
Piper Niven. I repeat, a Piper is down.
All right, who we got next? Fantasy Booker Podcast, WWE Master 2018. Ask Dogg, any memories or funny stories of Karrion Kross and Scarlett?
So the they didn't know how to take me when we first met, and when we first met, they first got there. Me and Hunter are working with them on the entrance, and it's a really elaborate entrance. So we spent a lot of time together. And so the funniest thing for me was me to be able to say like crazy things out of the clear blue and pop them both. That, you know what I mean? That were totally incoherent, random, crazy thoughts, and just
because they were taking you as serious.
Yeah, because I'm totally like he's the road dog, right? He's a Hall of Famer, like, and then I'll just say stuff like, "I think I just crapped my pants. I'm going to be right back." What, you know what I mean? No, but you know what I love about him now that's so interesting is the ghost hunting thing, that I said ghost honey. And maybe that's the new stuff from KFC. You don't know, ghost honey wings.
Oh, ghost honey pimento cheese wings.
But they're doing the ghost hunting with Shotzi, and they did it with Rhea and Dom.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's on social media sites.
Oh, I'll have to go check it out.
So yeah, you check that out. It's pretty cool.
All right, who we got next? Yambag Jones.
Okay, now we're talking.
What would you rather take? A, Rikishi's stink face. B, Yokozuna's bonsai drop. C, the Nasty Boys hit stop.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm gonna man.
What are you going with?
They all turn me on. I'm gonna say that right.
Wait, have you taken?
No, I have not taken all. I've only taken one, and it was the stink face. So I'd probably take the stink face again because I know what to expect. The Yokozuna thing scared the poop out of me. It was terrifying. Man. And the armpit, like, I'm not going in your armpit, dude. Like, no, I'm not doing that. So
I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. How about that? How about when you go to do it, I just don't let you?
Hey, he goes, all right, I'm going to do my move. Yeah, probably not. I'm going to stop that.
No, I just go like, yeah, cool. And then when you get out there, you just go like, nope, we're not doing that. Nope.
All right, just a few more. What do we got next? The Ruiner.
They call me the Ruiner.
The real Brock.
Because I'm the Ruiner. I ruin everything. I ruin from town to town.
Oh.
Okay, if you could go back in time and place yourself in any faction other than Degeneration X, what would it be and why? Man. That's a good one. Probably the Nation.
The Nation?
The Nation of Domination.
Okay. I didn't see that coming.
I would have fit just on the other end of those bookends with D-Lo. Me and D-Lo on the ends. Then you go in. Still got room for the Nugget Owen Hart. I'm not trying to push anybody out.
Oh yeah, you're just adding to.
I'm just saying I would fit.
Thought you were going to say the Blue World Order.
Oh, well, that would have been a good one too.
What about the Job Squad?
I was a member of that, so. So I was actually in that faction.
All right, let's keep it going. Just a couple more.
Oh, that's so tea.
Eric Calsil.
Oh, yes.
Says, what was it like hanging with Motley Crue? Where did the "Oh, you didn't know" originate? And did you have any pre-match superstitions? So first, what's it like hanging out with Motley Crue?
So it was actually very disappointing. I would have loved to hang out with them now because we're all sober. But they were all but one was on probation. And so we got on their bus and we were like, all right, what's going on? And they were like, yeah, we're all on probation, so we can't do it. We were like, okay, we'll be in our rental car if you need us.
So they weren't full-blown Motley Crue when y'all got to hang?
No. It was later. Motley. And look, a couple of them had been arrested and stuff, and so they were on probation. So they couldn't, you know what I mean? But it was still cool. I got drumstick signed and you know what I mean, stuff, some swag with them. So it was very cool to meet them and very cool to perform with them. Like that's one of the coolest things I've done. And if you haven't seen that, you can go back and watch it, Casio.
And then how did you
I was really good with them.
You've talked about it before, but how did you come up with "Oh, you didn't know"?
Yeah, it was just me and Brian Lee, the Undertaker, messing around. Primetime Brian Lee messing around, and he would say like, "You better page somebody. Oh, you better fax somebody. You didn't know. You better ask somebody." You know, it was just messing around. We were just saying stuff to each other, and I said, "I'm going to say it on the mic," and he was like, "No, you're not. No, you're not." I was like, "I am." I totally just said it to pop him, and it just kind of stuck with the music and fit. And yeah, the rest is history.
And last but not least, he said, "Do you have any pre-match superstitions?"
I prayed. Even when I was in active addiction, I prayed. It's not a superstition. It was just like, let me do what I was born to do and let us all get through it healthy. You know what I mean? Safe and sound.
And it worked.
And in one piece. Yeah, so far so good. So I'll keep doing it.
All right, we got a last question.
What?
Josh Henney again. He's getting a double one.
Yep.
How much fun was it to see Undertaker at WWE NXT this week? What a great show. Glad he can make those appearances.
Yeah, it was so good. And we talked about it, and it was, by design. Like, look, it's you stack the show and you do all you can to draw the viewers. And that's, like I said earlier, mission accomplished. That's exactly what happened. And thanks to stars like Undertaker who have no problem at all giving back. And when they're asked, hey, would you mind doing this? Heck no, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't doubt it if he suggested it. You know what I mean? If it was his idea to come down there. And Cena was there to help. And it was just really cool to see everybody kind of come together. Cody, too, was all over the show. And so, very cool to see everybody come together. Yeah. Paul Heyman, and see everybody come together and accomplish that mission that they set out to do. Set out to do a number, and that they did.
Well, thanks everybody for the questions. We love
these. Thank you guys so much. These are always so much fun. And the 15 Minutes of Flame.
It debuted.
It debuted. It happened, and it felt good. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. We thank Vinny Pacifico for coming on.
He'll always be our first.
He'll always be our first. And, man, it's a good thing he was gentle. But I wouldn't mind seeing him put his baby oil on before his match. Maybe that's my my thing I do before my matches. I just watch Billy oil up.
Billy oil up. All right.
Yeah.
All right, before we get out of here, we got a couple things we got to take care of. We got Top Dog and our Thankful Minute before we leave today. Top Dog, where we give you 3 sports entertainers. You let us know, are you a better sports entertainer than that person? Are you ready?
3.
You have no idea who I'm about to throw at you.
No idea. Let's do
Number 1, are you a better sports entertainer than Disco Inferno?
Oh, yes. Yes. But Disco's great. I love Disco. I know Disco's a heat magnet. Everybody hates him. And I think it's perfect because he's such a troll on social media, and people just buy into it so much. He's got so much heat on there. It's fun to watch, actually, because he's working. But yes, I am.
And I'd like to thank him for the time he let me and Conrad in a strip club. All right. No, but are you a better...
thanks for that, too.
Yeah, he took care of us. Are you a better sports entertainer than the Bushwhackers?
Oh, man.
Oh, man. You're going 2 against 1. He didn't even go
it's not fair.
New Age Outlaws. It just went you versus the Bushwhackers.
I'm going to say yes, but it hurts my heart to say it. Because I think they're really good, and I think when they were younger, they probably would tear me limb from limb. You know what I mean? Because they came up in a time and an era where wrestling was different than it is today and when I came up. And both of those guys were from the School of Hard Knocks. So it hurts my heart to say it, but hey, I was pretty damn good.
The little chubby Casio, the Bushwhackers could not be more over, brother. That was my kind of dudes right
and
there.
And so you just go like, because I remember that too. I remember seeing them come out, and I loved them, and everybody loved them, and it's like, how do you say you're better than them? Well, you just use your mouth, Brian.
I'm gonna tell you.
Sorry,
I showed up at school.
Being mean.
I'd show up to school and crush about 3 apple juices, and I'd come walking down the.
Oh yeah, here he comes.
We're going to science.
I'm going to science. You going to social media?
Yeah.
Or social studies, sorry.
Social studies. Oh! All right.
Yeah.
Are you a better sports entertainer than J.B.?
Oh,
L?
man. I mentioned him earlier, too.
You did. Look at that. I love Dom if you're not watching on YouTube, threw him up in the American flag shirt.
Yeah, I love it. I'm be honest, I love that picture. Yeah, I love that picture.
He's a very large man.
He hit me so hard. It hurts so bad. I'm being dead serious with you right now. He hit me so hard. It hurt so bad. But yes, I'm a better sports entertainer than JBL. I'm 3 for, I'm feeling cocky today.
He's going to hear that.
Well, don't tell him, god darn.
Dom's going to send it to him.
Who is?
Our Dom. He told me he was.
Dom, if you send any of that to the
sheep
herders or JBL.
Disco? He's sending it to Disco, too.
I don't care about that. Me and Disco actually broke in together. Very young, man. We should have Disco on the show.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's a great dude, man. I really like Disco, and I think people hate on him, but they just don't know him, you know.
All right, well, there you go. We got Top Dog in the books. You're going to get in a fight with JBL.
Dude, JBL's going to beat me up again, and that's the only reason I said it, because I've already had it whipped. He can't do it no worse than it's been done, you know what I mean? He knocked me out twice in the same match. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Before we get out of here, we do take this part very seriously. It's our thankful minute because so much negativity is out there, fighting on social media and all the YouTubes and the everything. We want to spread the good news, and we want to let Dog put 60 seconds on the clock, and you get to tell us, man, everything you're thankful for right now going on in your life, whatever it is, whatever it may be, it is what your thankful minute is. 60 seconds on the clock, please. And roll it.
Oh, you didn't know? So I'm thankful, and this is going to rub some people the wrong way, but I don't want it to. I'm thankful to have a God in my life, and I'm not saying that my God is the God. I'm just saying He's my God, and I have a relationship with that entity, and I believe that He works with my best interest at heart in my life, and I have proof of that in my testimony time and time again. So I believe there's a being out there that is for good. If you believe in evil, then you have to believe in good, and vice versa. I believe there's a force for good out there in the universe, and I want to play on His team. I'm thankful for that force. I'm thankful for the course He's put me on, or she or it's put me on, and I'm thankful that it's there, that I'm never alone. I can always talk to somebody who loves me and has my best interest at heart. So I'm thankful that there are things I can be thankful for.
How about that?
Cool. That one felt good.
Nicely done, man.
Vinny
Great
Pacifico.
episode.
Vinny Pacifico.
Thanks to everybody for the questions. Thanks to Vinny Pacifico. Follow us on social media at You Didn't Know Pod. He's at Brian R.D. James. I'm at the Casio Kid. Find us for our YouTube exclusives that we get to do.
Yeah,
we try to do those at least once a week. You can go to that at bagofjohnsons.com. You can get all the merch at boxinggimmicks.com. Or what do we call it?
On Merch Monday.
Merch Monday.
Yeah, you get 3% off of every other purchase that your brother makes. You know what I mean? So it's a good deal.
All right, we're going to have to turn that
I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you. I would kiss Boy George on the cheek.
Look, I'm in a Ric Flair's last match. I need a You Didn't Know one.
Oh, you don't have one?
No.
That's right. They sent 2 to my house. I'm sorry.
Oh.
My wife's drinking out of yours.
Thanks.
She said it tasted like piss. I'm sorry. No.
Thanks.
I don't know why she said it tastes like pee. I did pee in her cup before she drank it. Not really, honey. I was kidding.
We should also, before we get there, tell you about our buddy SaveWithConrad.com.
Yes.
We've mentioned him during the show. We do mention he's a good hang. We do mention he loves the party. But guess what? He also can save you money.
Amen.
That's why he's so successful. He's helped so many people.
So many people.
He did the mortgage for my house.
Yep.
I trusted him with that, and it was seamless and flawless and easy and good to go. He can do the same thing for you. Not only can you, if you're getting that new house, he can help you out.
Yep.
You want to refinance, get that equity out of your house, do those upgrades, you can do that. Plus, you can skip 2 house payments. Go see our buddy SaveWithConrad.com.
Yeah, that's what I loved about Saving with Conrad was refinancing and paying off all that old debt that I had.
What's wrong with that?
Now here we go, and I got 2 months off of my bill, so it's a pretty good gig.
Go say hey to him. Tell him Road Dogg and Casio sent
Please
you. He
do.
will love that, and he'll take care of you right there.
And you will save with Conrad.
Yes, you will. Thank you, Vinny Pacifico. Thank you, Dom, for taking care of us. Thank you for everyone for sending in the questions.
We love you guys.
I'll say it. These are my favorite episodes because they're all over the board.
I know. I love it because
we have no idea what's about to happen.
We don't talk a whole lot about wrestling.
It is fun.
I love wrestling and I love the ins and outs of it, and it is my passion and it is the best thing in the world. But man, I talk about it a lot. So sometimes we get on here and talk about just stupid stuff, and I love it.
Thank you, man, for sharing it with us and hanging out with us in your time, brother. For Mr. Brian R.D. James, I'm at the Casio Kid. Thanks for checking us out. And if you didn't like this episode, we got 2 words for you.
Oh, suck it. Sorry, suck it.
Vinny Pacifico.
Oh, CDB.
Wait, why is he on there?